Good morning, Year 3, and welcome to your maths lesson today. So the date is the 1st of the 2nd, 21, and your learning objective today is to use mastery skills with pictograms and tally charts. So this is your last lesson looking at this type of data represented by pictograms and tally charts. Okay, tomorrow we will be moving on to bar charts. And already last week you have shown your fluency and your problem solving. So today you're going to show your mastery skills, which means you have a really, really good understanding of pictograms and tally charts, okay? But before we get into that, let's do our fast five. And this fast five, I created them because of what I saw on your arithmetic test on Friday, okay? I saw a lot of people not focusing on what the sign was, what operation they had to do, okay? Especially if the first one was an addition, then instead of really focusing, thinking, oh, the next one's a subtraction, I saw a lot of people answering it as if it was still that addition, okay? So I've just put in a mix here just to give you a bit of practice. So pick either challenge 1 or 2 and spend about 5 minutes getting your starter done. Okay, let's see how you got on with those. You can just mark these yourself. Okay, and remember, when we're adding or subtracting just hundreds, multiples of 100, all you need to look at is your hundreds place column, okay? The other numbers are going to stay the same. So well done if you got those right. And just remember, moving forward, really always read the calculation properly. What operation are you having to do, okay? So for our statistics, hopefully you'll now be really confident in the fact that statistics is all about collecting and analysing numerical data. Data is information, analysing is a really detailed examination, and interpreting it is to explain something. And you're going to be doing a lot of explaining today because that's all part of using your mastery skills. Okay, so just for the final time to recap on pictograms. So a pictogram uses pictures or symbols to represent discrete data. A key shows the value represented by one picture or symbol. It is important to identify the value of the whole picture or symbol in a pictogram, as part symbols are often used to show different values. In both of these pictograms, the data is the same, but the value of the symbol is different. Okay, and that's what we're really going to be focusing on today. Really reading them carefully, because where there's been mistakes last week with answering questions about your pictograms, it's normally just been that you haven't read either the key properly or something that's really easy to put right, okay? So you'll probably recognise these from school. These are our different mastery levels. So we have diving, our first level, then deeper, and then deepest. And for your activity today, there is 3 different sets of work. Now you might want to work through all of them, okay? You might not be feeling that confident, so you'll probably just do diving. Or you might start diving and think, actually, I'm whizzing through this too quickly and move straight into your deeper. Or if you're a confident mathematician, you might want to start straight away on the deepest dive, okay? So let's just have a look at some of the type of questions, and this will hopefully help you pick which challenge you want to do today for your learning, okay? So this is our first level, and this isn't the question that you'll have on your assignment, but it's one similar to it, okay? So it says, Amir counted the colours of the cars outside school. He represented the data in a pictogram. Now, before I even look at these questions, I'm just going to spend a bit of time really looking carefully at the pictogram, okay? So what is this pictogram showing? It's showing the colours of the cars outside school. Okay, what cars have we got on our table and our pictogram? We've got black, silver, blue, white and red. And really important, our key, one circle is representing 2 cars. Okay, so before I've even looked at the questions, and I want you to do this on your assignment work as well, spend about 2 minutes just really looking at what it is showing, okay? So first one, which colour of car did he see the most? Okay, so pause this now, and if you've got someone with you, you can discuss. If not, don't worry about writing this down unless you want to, okay? Because this is just our warm up, okay? Which colour card did you see the most? Let's have a look. Silver, okay? Hopefully you'll have been able to see that there are more of the circles in silver, okay? Now the next question, how many more silver cars were there than black cars? Okay, so if we look at black and silver, that's how many are the same. So how many more does silver have? Now remember the key, okay, because it's asking us how many more cars, not how many more circles. So pause the video and have a think, or have a go at answering that. Well done if you got that right. It's 8 because there's 4 circles, 1, 2, 3, 4 more. 1 circle represents 2. 2 times 4 is 8. Okay, the last one, Emir counted 2 blue cars and 3 red cars. How could you add this to the pictogram? So how many circles? Remember, 1 circle equals 2 cars. So how would you show that? Okay, now for this one, if you want to just have a go at scribbling it down on a piece of paper just so you can check yourself, that's absolutely fine. Let's have a look. Well done. So we saw 2 blue cars, 1 circle equals 2 cars, so we just had to draw 1 circle. Bit trickier this one, 3 cars. How would you show that? Well done if you got this. So a whole circle, because that's 2, and then half of 1, because half of 2 is 1. So that represents 3. Okay, now if you thought, oh, that sounded quite difficult, that's absolutely fine, but maybe you might want to focus on just the dive-in level today, okay? If you thought that seemed like a breeze, then that's an indicator that you're going to pick a harder challenge today. Okay, so let's look at our next one, which is our deeper level, okay? So it says the children at Twinkle Academy voted for their favourite fruit. Complete the table to show how many children have chosen the fruit. Okay, so that's been done for you in this case. So remember, our tallies go up in 5s. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, I'm taking this all in. Remember, spend your time just looking first. If you drew a pictogram of this data, what scale would you use? Remember, that means how many children would each picture represent and why? Look at these numbers, okay? Think about your times tables. Pause it and have a go. Discuss if there's someone there. Okay, let's see. The numbers are all multiples of 5. Well done if you spotted that. So a scale where 1 symbol is equal to 5 children would work best. Okay, and the second part of the deeper, so still on the same level, it says the number of children who chose apples, so I'm looking up here at apples, is the same number of children who chose bananas and oranges put together. Okay, do you agree? And explain your answer. Now, this is what me and Miss Fernandez see all the time. Miss Fernandez and I, sorry. You get the answer right, you either say yes or no, but then you don't explain it. And when we say to you in person, or can you explain? You can, okay? You need to write it down to show that you're understanding, okay? So have a go at that if you'd like to. Let's see the answer. She is correct. 20 children chose apples, 5 chose bananas, and 15 chose oranges. 15 plus 5 equals 20. Okay, so they've told us she's correct. Then they've used the information from the tally chart to back up their answer. You've always got to justify it, okay? Back it up with those facts. Okay. Now, finally, our hardest example here, the deepest dive. So it says each child in Oak class voted for their favourite pizza topping. Okay, so I'm just going to think, right, so this pictogram is to show children in Oak class's favourite pizza topping. We've got pepperoni, 4 cheese, ham and mushroom. Okay, now the key's not here. but that's because it's part of our first question. So it says 8 children chose ham. What is the scale of the pictogram? Okay, so 8 children chose ham. There's 2 pizzas in here to represent our data. So what's the scale? Pause it and have a little think. Let's see. 4 children. Well done if you've got that correct, okay? 8 children chose ham. There's 2 here. So each one represents 4. Fantastic. Okay, let's see now how many children chose mushroom. Okay, so now we know that 1 pizza equals 4 children. We've got half of a pizza here. What do you think it could be? Well done if you got that. It's 2, because half of 4 is 2. We've got half of a pizza there. Okay, now it says, if 4 more children voted for ham, what would the most popular topping be? So if 4 more children voted for ham, what would the most popular topping be? Pause it and have a little think. Pepperoni and ham would be equal with 12 votes each. Okay, well done, because there's 3 here. Okay, and 4 times 3 is 12. And then if we added 1 more pizza, which is 4 children, then it would be exactly the same. Okay, so hopefully just by going through those, it's given you a bit of an idea of which challenge to pick. So if you are doing the assignment on Teams, sorry, just get rid of that. If you're doing the assignment on Teams, you are welcome to leave this lesson now and go and have a go at this. Okay, so it looks like this. It's all on the one document, but as I said, you can either work through them all, or you can jump straight into the one that you find easy. Okay, and don't worry, I'll explain to Miss Fernandez that's an option for you to pick. Okay, so here's number 1. Now, if you don't have access to Teams, just pause the video just so you can see the different parts of the questions. Okay, so here's the first one, and that's the pictogram. So pause it there. And then they are the questions for the first one. So pause that. Okay, and just remember you can keep flicking back to see if you don't have Teams. Okay, now the next level. So there's your pictogram, your tally chart. So pause that there. Okay, and then those are your questions. So pause that there. And finally, deepest dive. Okay, there's your pictogram. Pause that there. And those are your questions. Okay, I've really enjoyed this session and I hope you've enjoyed it too. Please just remember to pick a challenge that is good for you. So it is not easy breezy, lemon squeezy, and it is not so hard that you're getting upset. It should be challenging, so you should really feel your brain working. Okay, that's how you know you're picking the right challenge for your learning. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed it, and Miss Fernandez can't wait to see your amazing learning. Take care. Bye.